admit, guys, these things look awesome. This was actually my favorite product at CES 2024, the Fantaqi smart display boxes. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, I said I saw these at CES 2024, but they are not new. I actually remember seeing these maybe 2 years ago, maybe just a year ago. I saw them online, thought nothing of them at the time. They were too expensive and not something I really needed. But once I saw these things in person, when I was invited to the Nanoleaf private suite, absolutely love these things. They were beautiful, really cool, great design, great quality, and definitely something I had to have. And now that I have it in my home, absolutely love displaying my hats, my sunglasses. Yes, I'm one of these freaks that collect some weird things. I even collect pens. Yes, this is probably more ideal for maybe Funko Pops or Lego collections or shoes. I'm not too big into shoes. I'm not a sneakerhead at all, but I might occasionally put some shoes in here. I don't wear that often. And for the most part, absolutely love the display, but do have some reservations, which I'll talk more about in a moment. Now, this is powered by Nanoleaf. I guess it's some type of partnership. It's actually the same power supply, and you're going to be using the Nanoleaf app to set this up. You can also set this up with Apple Home. Unfortunately, this does not have Thread, but this can be a Thread border router. So it is a Wi-Fi. It's going to connect to your Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz. And if you want to turn this into a Thread border router, you can. I don't understand why. If you're using Apple Home, you have HomePod minis and HomePods and Apple TVs, all could be border routers. But the option is there if you need it. This can also be connected to Alexa and Google Home all through the Nanoleaf app. And with Alexa and Google Home, you're just going to get simple controls on and off, and you can select one color for the entire set. Now with Apple Home, you're going to have simple controls also on, off. You can select one color, but you can bring over Nanoleaf scenes. Unfortunately, the Nanoleaf app still has some bugs in it over the years and it's still not great. So just keep that in mind. And there are definitely features I would love for the Nanoleaf app to have. Particularly, I would love to customize each shoebox or each display case. I want to be able to paint one color, paint another color, but unfortunately at the time of recording that's just not possible. You can, however, kind of play and create your own scene within the Nanoleaf app and get lucky. Maybe you get the right colors into your particular box, but it's really difficult. But nice thing is you can create your own scenes if you want the colors to keep moving, but if you want one particular color per box, that's just not possible unless you get extremely lucky in creating your own scene. Now you also have a music sync just like any other Nanoleaf product. This is going to listen to ambient sounds and it's going to bounce around and flicker the lights to the beat of the music. Really great feature from Nanoleaf. I always love that in the Nanoleaf products, and they definitely include it in this one also. Now the Fantaqi website mentions that this has Matter, but unfortunately with talking with support, this does not currently support Matter. However, like I mentioned earlier, you can still bring into Alexa and Google via the Nanoleaf platform, but at the time of this recording, it does not support Matter. Now, when you open one of the boxes, it's going to turn the light of that box to white. Really nice feature, but unfortunately, it's only for a split second. I don't understand why they did that for. I wish there was a setting within the Nanoleaf app that you can customize how long it will stay white for. Now, when you close it, it's also going to turn white for a split second, no matter what scene that you have it on, what color you have it on. Really love when you open and close it, turns white so you can see what's inside, but it doesn't stay on long enough. Also, there is a magnet for that front door of the box, which really nice feeling when you close it. It's going to magnetize. When you open it, gives you a little tug that you know that it was closed. And it can also, at least per the website, maybe at one time, it could trigger something within your smart home. Unfortunately, that feature is no longer available. I actually talked to support about that, and they said Apple changed something. It's kind of weird because it's still in other Nanoleaf products where you can touch one of the panels and you can activate a scene or a trigger within Apple Home. but unfortunately it is not available with these boxes. But what is available with these boxes is that it's still a Nanoleaf Light. That means that it still has the best bright white that I've seen on the market. Definitely very white. You can also do the warm white. You can do 16 million colors. But when it comes to white and the brightness, Nanoleaf has not been beat yet, in my opinion. And you can definitely see that in this product also, which is great for a display case because there are times or situations where you want to have your display all white. You'll be able to see everything and display everything really nice. And because the boxes themselves are nice, bright white, and then you have the light that's bright white, it just looks amazing. And sometimes I just want to leave on the bright white light and show off what I have in my display case. So if you're one of those people that just want white, definitely you'll be very happy. Now, all that light, I believe, don't quote me on this, there is one light strip in the top back, and that is going to distribute all the light to the top plate. It must be some fiber optic plate or something, and that's going to even out the light. The entire top of the box itself is going to be lit up nice and evenly. There's no hot spots or cool spots. Really great design. I love how all the light is distributed throughout the box. Unfortunately, you don't have that front light. So if you're looking for a display case that has like little spotlights or pinpoints from the front of it, that's not going to be this. This is all top light. But I think with the amount of white light that comes from this and the white boxes, if you're going to have it white, it's going to look great. But if you're also going to use the colors, yes, you're not going to have the best look. You're not going to be able to see your products or your items great, but it's also a show because you have those bouncing colors. Really great effect. Love how they did this. Really love how the top of it is all nice and even color. Love this. Now let's go ahead and talk about putting this together. It is quite heavy. You can buy it in, obviously you can buy them singles, or you do want to get a starter pack. The starter pack will include the power supply. Then you can buy an additional 4, one at a time. The pricing is better as you buy more. Keep in mind that one power supply, I think, is 42 watts. I think they might sell a different power supply that's 75 watts. I've only seen that on one website, but each box is going to take 5 watts. So if you have 8 boxes, you can use the standard 42 watts. As you can see in my 2 setups, that is exactly what I'm doing. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're going to have more, see if you can find that bigger power supply, or you're going to have multiple power supplies. Now, when it came in a box, you do have to put all the 6 sides together. It's really easy. The first one probably took me about 10 or 15 minutes just to figure out how to do it. And then the remaining boxes took me about 5 or 10 minutes each. Most of the time was spent unpacking. They do pack it very well, but putting it together once everything's unpacked, it really didn't take any time at all. Now they include these little linkers. You don't want to lose those. Those are extremely important, and you want to be very careful with them because they do not include any extra, and you're probably going to need them all. So if you break one or bend one, unfortunately, you're going to have to contact the company, and hopefully they send you out a new one. Now, when it comes to hooking these up together, you just have to follow the path of the power supply. You can actually plug in the power supply wherever you want. Each box has 4 ports, one on each side in the back. It doesn't matter what order you put it in. Also understand the control box can be put anywhere you want it. Obviously, you put it on top, you're going to have a little bit more access to it, but you can also put it in the middle if you want to. So if you have a really tall display, you can definitely put the main box in the middle of the display and you can still have access to it. It's just smaller little keys. So you're just going to have to press the front of it instead of the top of it, but you can still have physical controls of your boxes, and then you'd be good to go. Go ahead, connect this to the Nanoleaf app, and then bring it into your favorite smart home platform, which my primary platform was Apple Home, and you're going to have a ball with this. I wish there was more features available within the Nanoleaf app and more customization. That is the downside to this, but overall, I'm very happy with this. You can display your favorite items. As you can see here, I have sunglasses, I have hats, I can have shoes in here, which, by the way, they sell these display cases on Amazon. I'll leave links down below if you want to pick up these crystal clear display cases. Absolutely love these things. I had to measure, which I'll show measurements right here on the screen. You can see what the internal size of these boxes are, because you want to make sure your display cases will actually fit. And then also, when it came to shoes, they mentioned on their website that it will fit shoes up to size 12. Now, I was a little worried about this because I wear a size 15, and I can tell you I've tried all my shoes in here. All of them are 15, and they all fit perfectly. Some had a couple extra inches, and others were just perfect fit. So if you're up to a 15, I can definitely say it will fit your shoe. Don't know too many people bigger than that unless you're Shaq. And if you want to store hats like I did, you can definitely get two side by side, and I think they look amazing. I love keeping on the fireworks and firecrackers scene from Nanoleaf. Absolutely my favorite scene. Every once in a while, I might turn it on all bright white. Love that look of it. Also, absolutely love these display cases. They are a little bit on the expensive side, but once you get them and see them in person, I think you'll absolutely love them. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I hope this video was helpful. I'll leave affiliate links down below where you can pick this up, as that will help support this channel, because I do not do any sponsorships on any of my channels. But if you do purchase something through the affiliate programs down below, that definitely helps this channel out. Make sure you also hit that like button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.